What's going on? Back again. Right now I'll be sharing with you. It's not I. Will.
Yeah, it's okay.
Alright, you good? What's going on? Back again. Right now we'll be sharing with you guys some hamstring training. So on this channel, I'm not just trying to make it strictly towards men. I want to bring females on. I want to put out some content for females, and I want to show women worldwide that strength is cool, it's not scary, and muscles are badass. And that's exactly why I brought Laura on the channel today. We're going to be going over some really cool stuff. So, mind introducing yourself?
Hey, I'm Laura. So I started training around 10 years ago. I got really into powerlifting in the past 2 years, and I'm officially a CPT. So I just wanted to come on to Phil's channel. I'm really honored to be here. And if you guys want to check out my stuff, you can check out the link down below.
Yeah. So today, it's the theme of today is hamstring training. I'm going to be showing you guys some hamstring curl variations. If you have, for example, a garage gym, studio gym, or even if your gym, for example, doesn't even have hamstring curls available, there's more than one way to skin a cat. And you guys don't have to necessarily invest in like a $600 piece of equipment. I'm going to show you guys ways around it, and you guys are really going to enjoy it. So without further ado, we're just going to get into it. So as you can see, we got the bench right here. All you're going to need is a rack. You're going to need like a half roller. Take a dumbbell. You're gonna need a couple things, but it's still gonna save you money. You're gonna roll the bench right here. Super simple. And as you can see here, on the rack, we have a foam roller with a hole in it. You take a band, loop it around. Super simple stuff. Laura's just gonna sit down. So what we're trying to do with this first variation is we're trying to mimic the seated leg curl. If you look at a lot of seated leg curl machines, they actually have a slight tilt at the seat. That's why we have the half roller. It's gonna put her hamstrings in a better shortened position for the movement. She's just gonna loop her feet under, like so. Okay, she's gonna take the dumbbell, she's gonna be here. And this dumbbell is important because it's gonna anchor us to get in a better position for the knee flexion. But if you want to take it a little step further, just a little bonus, if you happen to be doing this in a rack, you take the pin, you're gonna loop it under, like so. So now it's very solid. Laura's just gonna hold onto the dumbbell, and now she's gonna do a hamstring curl, like so. So, great exercise. You get a slow concentric, pause the bottom at the pause, and then you get a nice eccentric. Do these for high reps, and this mimics it very well. You see her knees aren't all shaky, nothing's moving around, everything's locked in position.
I can really feel it in my hammies.
Yeah. So this will really complement a lot of like the RDLs, and the good mornings, all the other lifts you're doing. And speaking of that, we have content dropping on that as well. But this is hands down my favorite way to do a leg curl if you don't have access to all this equipment. So that's the first variation right there. Okay, so the first variation was a seated one where you're getting the hamstrings in a shorter position. And you're not gonna require much equipment from this at all. I wanna give a shout out to Kyle Dobbs. He gave me the idea for this, I didn't make this up. And all you're gonna do is take a foam roller. This goes right under the hips. And then you have a Airex pad that goes under the quad. And you have a band that you just wrap around the rack. Super simple setup, and you can notice the feet are outside of the band. And if you notice in the upper back, Laura's maintaining a reach in the thoracic spine, because if you look at an anatomy chart, there is a natural degree of flexion in it. And it's also gonna keep our erectors out of the equation. It's gonna turn the abs a little bit more on due to the active reach, and it's gonna help you feel the hamstrings, which is what we want. So Laura's gonna do a couple reps right now. Super simple. And on these, I like a slower concentric. A lot of people, they really rush the concentric, but I like to do like a 3-3-3 tempo, so 3 seconds up. 1, 2, 3, come up. 3-second pause. 1, 2, 3, and 3 second down. So this is definitely a way cheaper way to do a hamstring curl if you don't have access to all the other stuff from the first exercise. Very similar to the last one, but now we're using a hamstring sled. It's a little bit more expensive, but if your gym happens to have this, or if you really take your hamstring training seriously, it is a good investment. I got these from, shout out to Bells of Steel. We're putting a yoga block between her thighs so she could get a bit of adductors firing. It's gonna keep her even more out of extension. It's gonna improve her hip extension as well. And now she's just gonna demonstrate a couple of reps. There you go. So we're always maintaining that tempo, 3-3-3. Nice exhale. So what I like a lot about this lift as well is that it has a nice heel reference, which is really important for gait. It's important for, running, walking, jogging mechanics. Has a lot of carryover to a lot of athletics. All right, so the last variation, hands down the cheapest one. Most people will have access to this. It's a yoga ball. So you could buy this for like 10 bucks. Your gym probably has one too. The only downside is it takes up a lot of room, but still a great way to save money and do your hamstring curls. So Laura's gonna do the same thing as she did with the slider, except she has the ball. But now she has the added bonus of the stability aspect. So she has to really stabilize and do the lift as she rolls out. So she's constantly driving, she's applying pressure into the ball with her heels. And if you guys want to make this even harder, you could do one leg at a time. All right, so there you guys have it. That wraps it up. Those are 4 ways you could do hamstring curls without investing in some expensive machines. These are nice alternatives, gonna save you a lot of money. And these aren't super long setups, so it's gonna save you a lot of time as well. And in the process, you're gonna get some thicker hamstrings because you're training the hamstrings in a much shorter position. So highly recommend you guys check out Laura's channel, show it some love. She just started it and we're gonna get the numbers up. If you guys wanna see Laura again on the channel, give it a thumbs up in the video and see you guys next time.